time for a reality check. For too long you've been fed a lie, that masturbation is a childish habit you should leave behind. But what they don't tell you is that after 60, it's not just a normal part of life, it could be the key to a healthier, more vibrant you. I'm Dr. Mohit Kara, a urologist and professor of men's health, and I've spent over 30 years seeing the silent struggles of men who were failed by misinformation. I've watched good men suffer, not from illness, but from the simple things they were never taught. The truth is, many older men are either masturbating incorrectly or stopping altogether without realizing the profound impact this has on their hormones, heart, and even their brain. Doing it wrong can contribute to issues like erectile dysfunction, depression, and prostate problems. But done right, it can boost testosterone, improve sleep, and keep your vascular system healthy. This isn't just about pleasure. It's about preserving your vitality and fighting back against aging, where it truly begins, in your nervous system. If you want to know the secrets every man over 60 should have been taught, stick with me. This message could completely change your next decade. Secret 1. Mindful masturbation. Prevents numbness and ED. Over the years, I've had countless older patients come into my office, their eyes downcast with shame. They confess, "I don't feel much anymore," or "I can't finish unless I do it a certain way." They don't realize that their quick, mechanical, and disconnected habits have been training their bodies for dysfunction. This is called mindless masturbation, and it's a neurological conditioning loop. When you rush the act with tension and use the same motions, you teach your brain to associate arousal with that specific hurried routine. Over time, your sensitivity drops, your erection quality fades, and you need more intense stimulation to feel anything at all. Your body becomes less responsive to a real partner, leading to conditions like porn-induced erectile dysfunction or delayed ejaculation. The real damage is emotional. Men spiral into frustration, shame, and depression. But the good news is, your nervous system can heal. You can relearn by approaching self-pleasure with awareness and patience. Masturbation isn't the enemy. A lack of mindfulness is. This is about reclaiming your body's natural response. Secret 2. Ejaculation reduces prostate congestion. The myth that you're supposed to shut the system down after a certain age is a dangerous one. I had a patient, David, a 68-year-old man who was getting up 5 or 6 times a night to urinate. He thought it was just aging, but when I asked him about his sexual activity, he confessed it had been years. When you stop ejaculating, your prostate continues to produce fluid, which builds up and creates a stagnant reservoir. This buildup leads to prostate congestion, inflammation, and discomfort, causing urinary urgency and a weak stream. Chronic inflammation in the prostate has also been linked to an increased risk of prostate cancer. A major Harvard study found that men who ejaculated at least 21 times a month had a significantly lower risk of prostate cancer. By re-engaging with self-pleasure, David's symptoms improved, his sleep got better, and his vitality returned. You wouldn't ignore your heart. Don't ignore your prostate. It's about maintaining a system that was built to stay in motion. Secret 3. Shame is a poison for your mental health. There is a quiet shame that many older men carry, the belief that self-pleasure is wrong, sinful, or childish. This shame doesn't just disappear, it goes underground, shaping your relationship with your body. It causes you to disconnect from physical touch and see desire as inappropriate. This emotional repression has a biological cost. While healthy sexual touch supports mental well-being by regulating cortisol and boosting dopamine and oxytocin, shame does the opposite. It tightens your muscles, raises your stress hormones, and is a major factor in anxiety, depression, heart disease, and cognitive decline. The price of this shame is your vitality, one slow inch at a time. I've seen men come back to life simply by giving themselves permission to reconnect with their bodies without guilt or expectation. You are never too old to touch yourself with kindness and purpose. Secret 4. Regular activity boosts testosterone. Many believe testosterone just naturally declines with age, but that's only part of the story. Your testosterone also drops faster when you stop engaging with your sexual self. When sexual energy is ignored, your body turns the dial down on its own masculinity, reallocating resources and slowing blood flow. Your muscle tone fades, your sleep worsens, and your spark vanishes. I saw this with a patient named Frank, a 73-year-old who felt tired and had critically low testosterone. Once he began slowly re-engaging with himself, his hormone levels improved, his posture changed, and his vitality returned. Your body responds to what you pay attention to. When you ignore your sexual self, your testosterone listens. But when you reawaken it, your brain turns those systems back on. This isn't just a theory. Studies show that sexual stimulation can boost testosterone. Low testosterone is linked to heart disease, diabetes, and a shorter lifespan. It's a vital marker of how engaged you are with life itself. Secret 5. Use it or lose it. A quiet lie men believe is that if they aren't having sex, they don't need to worry about erections. But erectile function isn't just about sex. It's about blood flow, nerve health, and cardiovascular integrity. The penis is a vascular structure, and if you don't use it, the tissues lose elasticity, blood vessels stiffen, and oxygen flow decreases. This can lead to fibrosis or the hardening of soft tissue. Over time, even if you want to, it simply won't respond. This happens whether you're sexually active or not. The cost is high, leading to a loss of confidence and self-worth. You can remind your body that it still matters through regular self-stimulation. This keeps blood flowing, tissues oxygenated, and neural pathways alive. It's not about chasing pleasure, it's about preserving a core part of your physical health. Secret 6. Porn changes your brain. Pornography today is nothing like it used to be. The constant flood of high-speed, high-stimulation content desensitizes your brain's natural reward system. Your brain gets conditioned to expect artificial, exaggerated stimulation, making it harder to feel aroused by real-life touch. This neurochemical change can lead to erectile dysfunction and difficulty with orgasm. The shame and anxiety that follow this can be devastating. However, this is not irreversible. Your brain, even after 60, has the capacity to heal and reset. The key is to step away from artificial highs and reconnect with real-life sensation and imagination. Consider taking a break from all visual stimulation to allow your nervous system to rebuild its relationship with pleasure on your own terms. Secret 7. The most dangerous mistake is isolation. The most dangerous risk men face is isolation. Not just living alone, but a deeper kind of silence, where you stop being touched and stop touching yourself. Touch is a biological need. Without it, our nervous system downshifts, stress hormones increase, and we begin to go numb, both physically and emotionally. This quiet withdrawal often starts when a man stops touching himself, not for pleasure, but for connection. The body interprets this as emotional retreat, and this self-reinforcing cycle leads to a loss of vitality, purpose, and emotional sharpness. Isolation is linked to depression, heart disease, and even early death. It's not about shame, it's about preventing surrender. The act of touching yourself is about claiming your body as still yours, telling your nervous system, I'm still here, I still matter. I've seen men come back to life by giving themselves permission to break the silence and reconnect with touch. Conclusion. What we've discussed today is about more than masturbation. It's about your relationship with your body. You're not broken. You're not past the point. and your life isn't over just because the world says it should be. We've covered how mindless habits, ignoring prostate health, carrying shame, and allowing your testosterone to fade can damage your well-being. We've also talked about how erections are a sign of vascular health, how porn can hijack your brain, and how isolation is the most dangerous mistake of all. The takeaway is simple. You have the power to reclaim your health and vitality. By being more mindful, you can rewire your body, rebuild sensitivity, and restore what time and silence have tried to take away. Your journey to a healthier, more vibrant you begins now. If any of these points resonated with you, please share your thoughts in the comments below. Your feedback helps me